Here at Colonial, we're excited to see customers' reactions to the all-new Winnebago Fuse. This 23T was the first Fuse that arrived at our dealership, and we're going to take a closer look at some of its features today, and also just to see how the chassis has some resemblance to one of America's most favorite novels, Charlotte's Web. But first, let's take a close look at some of the features, how Winnebago has tastefully dressed her up. Come on, let's take a sneak peek. The Winnebago Fuse is offered in two floor plans, the 23A and 23T, which we have here today, and both are built on the new Transit Cutaway chassis. This new Fuse actually offers buyers another option from Winnebago's growing class of Class Cs, which already include the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, the Ford E350 and 450 chassis, as well as the Dodge Ram ProMaster. Now, as far as the chassis here by Ford, the Transit actually has been produced since 1965, and while most of the sales have been overseas, it's now been born again here in the United States. And interestingly enough, did you know that every 5 minutes in the world, a Ford Transit chassis is sold, and in over 116 countries? And take a guess what chassis Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was built on. That's right, it was a Transit. Now, as for the relationship that we talked about before with the America's most favorite novel, Charlotte's Web, well, let's just say in Germany, they call this chassis, better known by its appearance as a pig snout, Schweinschnauz. I think Wilbur would have liked to take this to the fair. What do you think? And now for the facts of the Fuse. This Transit, as we just mentioned, is produced by Ford out in Kansas City, which you can see here with the sticker on the windshield. Go Royals. The Winnebago Fuse is well equipped with a 3.2-liter i5 turbocharged diesel engine, has 185 horsepower and 350 pounds of foot torque. This engine has been in production for over 10 plus years, and it's one of the only Winnebago chassis motorhomes that's approved to run on B20 biodiesel. Now, before you drive off to your local restaurant and try and collect some of their cooking oil, actually there is a chemical process that needs to happen first, so make sure that you are filling up by an approved biodiesel supplier. This engine is paired with the Ford 6R80 Select Shift 6-speed automatic transmission, has a 156 wheelbase, an exterior length of 24 foot, an exterior width of 7 foot 6, exterior height of 10 foot 2, and interior height of 6 foot 8. Has a gross vehicle weight rating of 10,360 pounds, a gross combined weight rating of 13,500 pounds, 25 gallons of fuel, 33 gallons of fresh, 41 gallons of black, and 43 gallons of gray tank. As we take a look at the exterior, you'll notice that one thing here is the cab is painted as well with metallic paint. This is a little bit different than some of the other manufacturers that are now building on the same chassis where their cab is just completely white. Has a premium high gloss sidewall skin. It's also known as the Lunar Sky coloring. Has a durable one-piece fiberglass roof. And that's also more durable than some of the TPO membrane rubber composite roofs that the competitors use that can break down as well in time and is difficult to repair. You'll see here it has the 4 aluminum running boards, easy to access from both cab doors. Here, as far as the tires, on the 19.5-inch Hankook RV tires, stainless steel wheel liners, 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS. It's actually coupled with Ford's independent McPherson strut in the front and rear leaf spring suspension in the back of the coach. As we take a look here, you'll notice the 10-foot Carefree. It's one of the armless awnings that comes on the Class C by Winnebago. Has exterior speakers so you can hear your music, as well as an auto entrance door step by Quickie. Now, Winnebago is one of the only manufacturers that offers that step, where other manufacturers would actually have to step well over 16 inches to get inside a coach on this chassis. Here we have the 13-gallon Manchester which is a permanent mounted LP propane tank. These are 80% fillable. And these tanks have actually been manufactured in the United States since 1946. Right next to it, you have the house batteries by Napa. These are deep cycle Group 24 AGM batteries. You'll see we have lit the LED porch light, which is nice for when you're coming outside the coach in the evening or early morning hours. And we also have right underneath the fuse, the vent. That's for your Norcold fridge, which runs on propane, as you can see that we have right here. Right behind it, we have some exterior AC outlets. Take two of them, as well as your television coaxial cable out. The Schwintek slides on the bedroom actually here, which is a 36-inch slide that comes out for the walk-around queen bed. It's also paired with a Carefree automatic slide topper to keep the leaves and rain off. Right underneath it, you'll see the exhaust. That's for the engine. And right behind that is the storage compartment, which is lit up, which is very nice that you can also see at night. This coach actually has over 36 cubic feet of external storage. Here we got the window for the bedroom with the sliding windows, which we'll see in a minute. One of the features that Winnebago also offers is a rear ladder. Other manufacturers are currently not offering that, which is an advantage to go up and check any of the systems, as well as anything that you would need on the top of the coach. And again, that is to Winnebago's one-piece fiberglass roof, which has a 10-year parts and labor warranty on the roof skin. There is a 100-watt solar panel up there as well, which we'll take a closer look at when we're inside. Here on the rear wall, you'll see that it's already been prefabbed for the bike rack by Fiamma, and those are the mounts. Underneath here, you got the trailer hitch, 2,000-pound draw bar with a 200-pound maximum vertical tongue weight, and that's standard with 4-pin wiring connector. The nice thing is they also have an attractive cover which hides the wiring in a hitch. That's also unique to Winnebago or other manufacturers. It's actually exposed. So we take a also closer look up top. You'll see the rear view backup camera with color screen inside. Coming around to the driver's side, we can take a look here. Plumbing, drains, black and gray tanks, which both of them are drained with gravity. One of the great features that's been included on most of Winnebago's coaches nowadays is the black waste tank flush inlet. Great way to clean out your tanks. Kind of makes sense. Exterior wash compartment, hot and cold. Once again, that's where we're going to wash our little Shih Tzu's paws once it gets into some things at the beach or the park that it didn't need to. Underneath here you have your 30 amp power cord hooking up to shore power. One thing that we recommend as well to all of our customers is to consider purchasing a surge guard protector just to help you in case you go to any building you're not sure of their power. It's recommended. Your city fill water hookup is right here. As we move forward, you'll see the Suburban 20,000 BTU furnace vent. Right underneath it is your Cummins Onan 2500 LP generator. Once again, this is your exhaust. And on the other side of the coach, which we had the Manchester 13-gallon permanent LP propane tank. You got your waste storage door. You can keep your accordion hose in. You have some external storage, putting some of the items that you'll need. And one thing that's always nice with Winnebago, they always include nice part sticker in case you ever did damage anything and you wanted a quick reference. Above we have the water tank fill with lockable door. It's a great way for gravity just to fill the tank. It's another option than hooking up to your city water. One of the things that's always asked is protection from fuel tanks It's great. You need to have you got the door open. You can see here your easy fuel fill for the diesel, as well your diesel exhaust fluid fill. Two nice snap close doors here. This leads us into the driver and passenger cockpit, which we'll take a look at from inside. Rounding out the coach by Winnebago Industries in Forest City, Iowa. One of the most popular motorhome companies, bringing the Ford Fuse here to Lakewood, New Jersey. As we enter the 23T Fuse, by the entrance, one of the things that you're going to always be aware of is your battery disconnect switch, which is right here. That will turn on and off the house batteries that we had shown you a few minutes ago outside. In addition, you also have a step switch, which you can turn on and off for the power entrance door step if you didn't want that to be coming in and out. Here we just have our awning on and off power. You can have the power awning go in and out, as well as the LED lighting. So we take a step back, you'll notice in the door there is a nice assist grab bar for entering and exiting. Screen door, as well as when you have the screen door, if you didn't want bugs to come in, you can just slide this plastic housing over on top of that. One of the things most folks are always looking at is the cargo carrying capacity and seating. You'll see here this coach can seat 4 and has a 1,442 pound, which is great for a 20-foot coach to be putting in as much cargo as you would like to. Anything else in life, safety is most important. We have here, first is the fire extinguisher in the entrance door, also close to the kitchen. We do have a smoke detector over the dinette. We will show you in a minute the carbon monoxide as well as propane gas detectors as well. One of your first impressions taking a look inside this 24-foot 23T is, wow, it's really light and open feeling, and without a slide up front. Winnebago has decorated this interior with the jumper washed maple cabinetry, which you can see are all in the tan family. Very light, great feeling. Looking at the ceiling, we have the Coleman 1800 AC that has a heat strip, so you can also get heat from that electric wise. Around the coach you have the MCD blackout roller shades, which we have pulled down about halfway. Has all LED lighting throughout. Here we have the fantastic fan, which also, as you can see here, has the heat settings. If you take a look right there, so you can actually set this to a certain temperature if you'd like, keeping the dog cool. King Jack TV antenna also located here on the roof. We have that powered up so you can get over the airwaves standard definition television. As we look up here in the just above the cab area, we have some storage, which is great. Just above, without any sleeping, both sides. And we have the Insignia 32-inch high-definition television. Behind it reveals your DVD player, as well as your house stereo. This house stereo actually has an alarm, not only AM, FM, but it's great because it's also Bluetooth, which you can see here, compatible, and you can put your DVD movies in. This is the power switch for that King Jack TV antenna that's mounted on the roof. And then you have your main power TV switch so you can listen to actually any movie or stereo throughout the coach. We're going to take a step back here. As you can see, we have it set up for the dinette. And in a second, I'm just going to give you a quick 3-step process for converting this dinette. There are 2 seat belts. We have one on the sofa behind the driver, and we also have one seat belt just located here as a forward facing. And as we mentioned with safety, this here is the child tether anchor, so that if you did have a child, you would be able to safely transport them if they were a toddler. This 3-step process is fairly easy. With the dinette, we just would lift up this first cushion here, swing the table down, On step 2, we're going to slide those cushions over. Take this bench seat all the way out. And as you can see, putting that cushion down makes a great additional surface for sleeping, friends, children, or anybody that you would need to have over with you while you're camping. As we swing around here, we're going to also now take a look in the galley. We got the Norcold double door refrigerator. That's 7.5 cubic feet. You'll see here it has the separate freezer. It's a great size. Refrigerator, all made in the USA. Got automatic for power as well as gas, and you could set the temperature as you choose. Cabinetry near the door, also by the kitchen. Great spice racks, keep all your food. And as always, they always have nice, also deep cabinetry here. You can see as well. We also have a great one located right below the fridge. We can all the Oreos and Doritos in my family would certainly be located in there. So we take a look here at the kitchen area. Galley, you'll see here that Winnebago's trimmed this out in a nice laminate countertop surface. Very tasteful backsplash. Very quick and easy, and it really makes it look high-end. One of the attractive here, stainless steel sink cover with a nice, attractive and modern faucet. Very deep with its strainer. Got a power outlet. Got a nice spice rack. Here's the light, along with an attractive glass heat shield over the range, as you can see here. Above we have the High Point 1.1 cubic foot microwave. Got some storage up above it. And you have your Suburban 3-burner range with oven, as well as a nice cooking for some cookies. All of your controls, fan controls are in here, which we will demonstrate to you in your 2.5-hour orientation. Colonial. Great space. And you'll notice here that furnace ducts on the floor are all throughout the coach as well. Looking up here to your main control switch, you'll see the main slide control in and out for the slide out, which we're going to take you to in a minute. Heated holding tanks, which is 12 volts, just to keep your tanks from freezing in case you were caught and were coming up from the south in the winter time. Got your Zamp solar here just above your one place, which is this coach was with the option of the 100-watt solar panel. As you can see here, it's telling us about the charging for the house batteries. One place panel by Precision. Circuits display all of your water, waste tanks, LP, as well as your battery levels. This actually, for your tanks, will show you, as we had demonstrated in other videos and information, the Winnebago's true level monitoring system, which are mounted on the tanks. It displays both digital and analog, again, battery here, which you can see. You got controls for your water pump, also your water heater, which is your conventional 6-gallon by propane or by gas. Your generator can be started, as well as getting your meter and hours, just so you can keep track of that. Just below it, you have your Suburban switch here for your furnace, which you can actually get the propane furnace cooking. We have here, just getting into the bedroom, nice curtain, get some privacy to the walk-around queen bed, which is a queen size memory foam mattress, and it also has a nice color on top. And you'll see that we have this slid out right now. Some great lighting, LED lighting, throughout, as well as nice trim. Very open and airy too here for a bedroom. Just up here in the corner we have your second Insignia TV. Light switches, control. Just behind the kitchen here, I'll show you your main wardrobe. At Colonial, we always offer an RV starter kit, which has all of your plumbing, water line hoses, toiletries, 30 to 15 amp adapter, as well as a 40 to 50 psi water regulator. This cushion right here goes on the passenger seat when it swivels, and these are just some of the covers that we have for the front shades, which we'll get to in a minute. More storage and drawers. Coming into the bathroom, you'll see here also very bright and nice color pattern here. Make an RV bathroom look really big. If we look up top, you'll see that we have a powered roof vent fan. We have some robe hooks here, his and hers. As well, in the shower, again, you're going to have your bar that you can hang some clothing. You got a nice skylight, flexible shower head. Coming down, you have your Thetford toilet, the foot pedal for flushing. Got the fiberglass sink molded to the countertop, which was really nice for keeping clean. Paper tissue holder. And looking up here, we have your full mirror. Keep all your belongings, toothpaste, power outlet, water pump, and your main light switch. As we move back up to the cab area, just real quick to show you some of the heavy-duty cabinetry with Southco latches that won't loosen or swing open while you're driving. You got some more LED lighting, additional power. LED lights, on-off switches are behind it. Speakers, more cabinets here with great texture and beautiful patterns etched in the glass. We have the same thing over the dinette. One thing folks often want to know about the flooring, it's all one-piece vinyl, very easy to keep clean, as well as no carpet. Also, for some additional storage underneath the dinette here, you'll see just by lifting this cushion, got some great storage underneath, also exposing your seatbelt. And looking underneath, you also have a great USB with a blue light indicator, as well as another AC power outlet. Moving up to the coach here in the front for the cab area, you're going to see we have the passenger seat that is swiveled. The driver's seat unfortunately does not, but it's great for the passenger when they are stationary, turn around and get some work done or get something to eat. I have an example here of one of the custom sunscreen shades that are on the front windows for privacy. You'll see here we have one on the driver. Move the sun visor up, as well as the front has two that connect, and they have a little magnetic strip on the end to hold them together. We have some great storage over the driver and passenger. Keep the remote controls. Not going to put heavy objects, as the warning label says here. But looking at the cab and the front two seats, as far as driver and passenger, you do have ABS brakes, as I mentioned outside, but also airbags. You have a nice color rear view monitor, which we can see up here. You can turn the power on for while you're driving and can see behind you. These seats have 3-point seat belts, each with adjustable armrests, lumbar, headrest, and you also have a recliner located on both sides there. As far as the driver, you do have a Comes well equipped here, the Fuse, with power steering, tilt wheel, cruise control, power mirrors, which are located switches up here on the left, your headlights. You also have defrost, turn signal, and once again, we had shown you before, driver and passenger both have really nice sun visors while you're driving. There is a nice rubber cab mat, which is great, as you can see as we swivel here, keeping the cab area nice and clean. You do have some, as we sit down here and take a look, some 12-volt power points, as well as your air furnace controls here for the chassis. Get you heat just like your standard car. Got cruise control as well. We can set the menu. As you can see, we're setting here, moving around if you wanted to set some of the schedules for your trips, as well as a 4-inch monitor screen here for your radio, which has not only AM FM Sirius satellite radio, tells you about your passenger airbags as well as your hazards. That's it from the cab area here in the Ford Fuse. Thank you very much for joining us today, and if you have any further questions about the Fuse, give us a call at 1-800-265-9019. We have all new inventory arriving from the factory, and from all of us at Colonial here at the Jersey Coast, thanks for watching. Drive carefully.